This is the third time.
Share with the class.
Leg suddenly alive. Suddenly. God damn it, dude. Three bits.
2 bits lost.
2 bits in the hand is a bit in my bush.
2 bits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That part you could almost say.
I might.
I've considered it once or twice.
Yeah.
I really cannot remember. What? What did you? What? Pause. Back it up. What were you doing?
We can't talk about inappropriate subjects. That would be inappropriate.
Can we not?
No, we can't. It's not like we monetize these things.
Are we? What are we allowed to?
I don't know.
You know.
Well, you said like buzz, so I was supposed to be like, you like toys?
And you felt like that you shouldn't have shared?
Yeah, because that's a question that's, it
was in the first minute.
Exactly.
It's a first.
That's not that's not a first minute question.
It's not a first minute question. Where is it?
No off topic questions.
Period.
You understand. You understand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I really like. My brain wants to know because it's like we already did this, so do what you did again. And I'm like, honey,
I never did anything again.
Once we go off script, there's no script to go back.
There is no script.
I just keep finding manuscript. A lot of my life is a lot like Alan Wake. Have you ever played that by Remedy?
I saw parts of the second one.
Oh,
where they do like the little
I've heard the
dance.
second one's good. I
A
haven't.
little musical.
I haven't seen anything of Alan Wake 2, but I hope it's good. The last thing I played of Alan Wake, aside from Alan Wake Remastered, was the In Control. There's a DLC for Alan Wake. Well, an Alan Wake DLC. It's a whole thing. You'd like him. He's a writer.
Okay, so here's the thing.
You like writing.
Having seen the trailer for Alan Wake 2, I was like, that does look cool. And then watching that trailer more completely was how I realized, oh, Alan Wake is not played by Keanu Reeves.
No.
Because I thought he was.
No.
I got that in Cyberpunk 2077 blended up in my head.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like,
Alan Wake
oh.
77.
Well, no, because he's in Cyberpunk 2077.
No, of course.
And then Alan Wake kind of looks like Keanu Reeves in those movies.
Yeah. Are you? I want to say
with the dog,
Constantine.
We Are Legion.
Matrix. No.
A little bit later.
Oh, Bill and Ted, the sequel.
Little bit.
No, sequel.
That's closer.
But a little back,
just
a
a little
earlier.
A little bit.
A little bit. There was that Keanu movie with like a cat named Keanu.
Right.
With Key and Peele had made that movie.
Okay.
Was that it?
No.
John Wick.
There we go. I did not know the fucking name.
Good fucking luck. That you gotta. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You gotta let me know that you don't know the answer.
Yeah, no, I
would have kept playing.
No, with that one, I truly did not know.
I'm over here.
Like I know, but I've never watched any of those. So my brain said, no.
There are 2 types of people in this world.
Yeah.
There are those who play air hockey normally, and then there's bitch babies who just sit and play defense by holding it directly in front of their thing and being like, no.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how you're yeah.
And there is a subset of one of those people where you hit it so hard in the laser quest that it flies up off the table and hits the television.
Ooh, yes.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, right.
It's tough.
I've never actually done that, but I did see that happen at a laser quest when I was there.
Oh, work.
Some kid went fucking like ape, and it went. And it didn't break the television screen, but it did hit it. And then all the staff were like, they ran out there to go look, and it's like, it's okay.
What's happening?
It's okay.
Who's out here?
Who's out there?
Who are you?
Who are you?
God. Oh, bitch.
Hey, Stinky!
Do you check Discord, or is that only on your PC? Like, you typically will check it like when we play Baldur's Gate.
Yes.
Okay. Because I have sent you things,
Which is why I react so late on those things when you send them to me.
it doesn't bother me. It is purely I don't want to pull my phone out.
Right.
And I already sent it to you once. I'm not going to pull my phone out into our Discord conversation to copy paste it a third time. Because I fucked it up the first time. Bitch.
Ooh.
But I've recently sent you some top tier bangers, if I recall correctly. And
I'll review them.
You should.
With the board.
With the board.
Yeah.
The board? I knew you were a Control fan. It has been doing that. Yours has been. I'm not happy about it.
I'm stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed.
Do you want to...
Let's pause.
Pause and take a...
Listen, it is what it is, Santa.
I have something for that.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
I'm ready.
People are always talking, but what happens when the talk isn't cheap?
And it is what it is.
Hillary Clinton? I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. That was from a TikTok by Tokyo Tony's.
Well,
I wrote down.
Well, what I mean by that is
that's
Hillary
the part
Clinton
I couldn't miss it.
Wouldn't want to be in her shoes right now.
Cedar Rapids should be wet.
I love that.
I don't know what it's from. Like, does context matter? No.
I don't have context either. That was the first time I had ever seen that clip. Was as part of the recap, and I was like, "But what happens when the talk isn't cheap, and it is what it is?"
Do you know? I felt very seen and attacked by such. I feel like everybody kind of does. Yeah. You go through your own internal kind of journey when you watch. When you're like, yeah, like, and it keeps going. It was so good. Okay. We could say hello.
Hi, what
Wet
up?
Clone, sup? We're not doing the intro yet. We just said hi. It's called the fake out. Do we have air horns? Fake out. Wow, nice. Cock. I didn't. Yeah.
When around the offices, you got a fat Coke. Who told you about that? HR. HR, Mander.
Corporate.
I will not fight for a shiny shaman. I won't do it.
Oh, you want one?
No, I won't. I will not do it. I'm not going to pay the $4.99 for another stupid shiny legendary quest. It's going to take me 3 years. I won't. Mm-hmm. Shiny Shaman isn't shiny enough.
Wait, is it actually a shiny, guaranteed shiny?
Yes.
But only if you complete the quest?
Yeah.
And is it one of those where there's like a metric fuck ton of stuff to do it?
The very first step is catch 492 Pokemon from every region. And I won't. Because
don't worry, fuck you in whatever region you want to catch from.
Right.
They end it all the time.
I can't anymore.
I didn't get a single shiny Noibat. I still don't have a shiny fucking Stuffle. I know you have one.
I have extras.
I know you have one.
I don't think I have a shiny Noibat. I only have the one, I think.
Yeah.
But I definitely have extra shiny Stuffle.
I got enough Noibat candy to like evolve it into Noivern and still have enough for a shiny eventually because I was like, I want my Dex. But I am not happy that they put chat up behind a paywall. But
yeah, that's kind of fucked. I did get 2 though, so I can give you one if you want.
Ooh, maybe.
Because I paid because I'm that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And Stuffle. Yes, ooh. I still have shiny Stuffles.
Perfect.
You can have your pick of the
Holy
litter.
cow, you have so many.
Or you could even have some. You could even have a shiny Beware if you're so inclined.
No, I would prefer to have the shiny in my decks. Mm-hmm. The one evolution. Mm-hmm. I want both. that's the treat.
Today I hatched a shiny. What's his fucking name?
I don't. This is the Pokemon part.
The ugly one. Trapinch. Galarian Trapinch. The shiny one that makes him like orange again. You know what I'm saying?
There's no Galarian Trapinch. You mean
not
Stunfisk?
Galarian, whatever. Stunfisk.
Oh, it's the worst Pokemon. It doesn't evolve. It's ugly.
Stunfisk. Sorry, not Trapinch. Not Trapinch.
I was about to say, you can't talk shit on my boy. Mm-hmm.
I'm still not. I mean, it's a shiny, so I'm grateful for that. But like, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Trapinch, but he's definitely superior to Stunfisk. I hatched a hog. Lechon.
Just now.
Lechon.
Lechon. Et tu, Lechon?
Lechon.
I I have beef with Coliseum.
Okay.
Oh,
Tell me the beef.
the beef is so. I had never played Coliseum. Remember the empty disc?
Yeah.
Coco let me borrow it. I've been playing it. It's great.
Famously.
Almost the entirety of this game is Pokemon battles. Okay. And every attack has a fucking animation. It takes forever. I don't know if I can change that in the settings, but because that's part of the fun of it. Right. And I was able to steamroll through the story because you start out with an Umbreon and Espeon. I mentioned that last time. Yeah. You get a few shadow Pokemon, whatever. You got to purify. They're hard. It takes forever. Well, long story short, we're blasting through shit.
What I mean by that is,
I wouldn't want to be Hillary Clinton right about now. Hillary Clinton. We got all the way to like the Snag'em Tower. We get to refight the final heads again and get an extra chance to steal like because I stole a Suicune. I was able to steal the Entei and steal a Raikou. We get all the way to the top of the tower. We fight a gauntlet of 4 trainers. Right. We fight Ansem, Seeker of Darkness from Kingdom Hearts. Okay. The one and the same. It's him. He's in this game. It's Riku Replica X like Seeker of Darkness. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. And then you beat him, who very clearly has looked like the big bad, and spoilers for an old as fuck game. And you're like, okay, cool, I beat him. Then the mayor from Phoenix City, who you met fucking hours, like hundreds of hours ago, in my opinion, because I hate this game, is like, he just comes out and he goes, oh man, what are you doing? You think you really can't put a stop to this, but if you want, I'll kick your ass. And you're like, what? And he does a jump spin and transforms into his evil persona.
Love it.
And where he's like, my name's Evice, and I'm about to fuck you up on top of this building that is packed full of crowds.
Advice, because y'all about to get fucking schooled.
Immediately, first turn he does, Earthquake kills both my people. And I'm like, and I immediately realized his Pokemon are at 60, and I cannot beat them with like my shadow Pokemon stuck at level 40 because they don't gain any levels while you're purifying them. Right. So then I spent an entire day on stream like grinding through Mount Battle, which is like 100 zones of battles, to try to purify their hearts just enough. And then I ultimately just ended up using a time fluke, got all 3 of them there, went to go fight him again saying, let's go kick his ass. Earthquake turn 1, immediately killed both my guys, and I went, I can't recover, I don't have items. This sucks. So I was like, fuck, I guess we have to grind more. So we'll finish and go through Mount Battle to level 100. Finally fucking go all the way there. Hell yeah. I'm so ready. I'm so exhausted from doing so many battles. Just battle after battle after battle. And I'm checked out of it. I can't even be invested anymore. I'm running out of things to talk about. There's battles. Yeah. Then we get to 100. We get to 100. It's on a fucking volcano. And the only good part about this game is this last battle. Okay. Which we were not, like, right out the gate, earthquaked.
Love that.
So both Entei and Raikou, ground and fire and electric, dead immediately.
Dead.
We're dead. Gone.
Dead in the water. Gone.
Yeah.
Sad.
And
right.
Yeah, thanks, Grandma.
Right.
And I end up realizing very, very quickly, we're fucked. We're not going to win this fight. Right. And if we want to redo this fight, we have to do the entire 91 through 100, like all the last 10 battles.
You've got a big storm coming.
Correct. Somehow, some way, using just enough health potions, we get Suicune to like bait out. Like I was able to test it enough because I had enough potions to bait out the hyper beam spam. Like the Gyarados couldn't use hyper beam anymore. I'm like, okay, if we can tank this one hit, because like right now it does more than an over half damage. So like if I heal to max, it's still gonna get hurt. I'm like, we just gotta go for it. Yeah. I'm like, hopefully we can like kill it. We get hit, 4 HP left. We fucking hit it with the stupid move that we did because it was doing this much little damages, and over like a series of like 10 minutes, and we fucking did it, and it was the hypest shit. Right? Yeah. It was a big hype. I was very pleased. Right. I was very excited. Nice. And I was like, oh fuck yeah. Well, no worries. We'll leave we'll fight Evice next time we play, and we'll be done with it. Or then we'll finish whatever post game stuff there is and all of that. And I'm like, yay, we're done. Then I went and looked up the walkthrough. No. When you beat Evice, there's a cutscene and then the credits roll. And that's it. Well, there is post game. I'm not playing any of that fucking post game.
Right.
I'm so done with this game. I'm tired of playing on the GameCube. I'm tired of these plasticky graphics.
Right. These plasticky faces.
They're fun, but like I don't like battling that much.
Right.
I like catching.
Okay.
Like Arceus, great game.
Great game.
Great game. You loved it.
Game.
There was men.
It's the only one I've liked.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
And
Other than Pokemon Go.
yeah, Pokemon Go to the polls. So, anyway, point being, I'm so excited to be fucking done with that game that it has, by proxy, made me so confused on what I want to do after this because it's the only thing I've really done. And like, we're gonna beat him quickly on Wednesday, I'm sure. And then I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, I'm thinking of just giving up.
You go fight Scurrius the Rat King in OSRS.
We could just like start our OSR streams.
Yeah.
We could get the clan back together.
A different clan.
The Iron Man one?
I didn't want it.
I understand.
I didn't want it. It wasn't strong enough.
I already told Josh how I felt about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's like...
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Brandon is not allowed to get out of watching Halo.
Right.
I'm going to die on one hill this year, and it's going to be that.
I got more details. It was legitimate.
No, I'm aware. I had also talked to Taylor that day.
Okay, good.
There was a few different things going on.
Yes.
Like, she was like, oh, no, he won't be there. And I'm like, really? Because he's talking a lot of shit like he's about to be there. Your man was all up in my private messages asking all about when we're going to hang out. We need to make this happen immediately on a Wednesday. But then on Thursday, suddenly he's busy. Curious. I hate this.
I know.
It's fine. I don't look good in 30 FPS. The eye can only see what it looks at. Yeah. I hate that game, and I wanted to get rid of it, but it's not my copy, so I can't. Overall, you know what I would rate it? Yeah, 6 out of 10 is cool, I guess. Okay. There's no Celebi, though. I haven't seen it. Mm-hmm. Or it shows up when you play the little time flute.
My whistle died.
You play it and it goes.
Period.
They can't. Okay. Yeah. This is the moment that counts.
This is the moment that counts.
I feel very sad.
And indeed it was.
And indeed.
Sounds crazy. And indeed it was.
And indeed.
The fuck is this? Sounds crazy.
What?
And indeed it was.
I've never been on Drag Race.
I can't say I have. I can't believe you're still eating.
This is the first thing I've eaten today.
You should not be eating those. Doesn't do a body good.
That trans girl moment when you eat old seaweed Pringles.
Right.
Relatable. Trust me, it'll be clipped.
Oh, yeah.
It's big with the blahage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a little piece still stuck like on my tongue, and I'm like, oh, that tastes like seaweed, all right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Kelp.
Kelp me. Kelp me, Mr. Fisherman.
Kelp me.
Is Greg looking sexy tonight? Damn.
It's lagging so much, I'm losing my mind.
Can you put me in your mouth like I'm a little piece of krill? Let me live in your belly.
I can't put krill in my mouth.
Can I be the little wooden boy in your belly? My little whale.
I can't eat
You my big sperm whale.
I can't eat krill.
No, you don't eat it. It just kind of goes in.
Monstro wasn't a sperm whale.
Monstro's... Fuck do you know about him? He's got Heartless in him.
I know everything about him.
Name one thing about Monstro.
He's not a sperm whale.
Son of a bitch. Fuck you. I set the bar too low. Oh, God damn it. All right. So, I had a project for what we didn't do last week. And then this isn't the project that I talked about earlier.
Right.
This is the actual like podcast
This is
related
the moment that counts.
Caesar. And this is the think that counts. Oh, that's a good comic.
Right.
Very cute little Valentine's Nosferatu looking ass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you had told me that season 16 was good.
Yes, it is.
So I started watching the recap that you had sent me. And then Tyler was like, fuck, I want to watch Drag Race. And I was like, well, I'm not watching Drag Race. She goes, why are we watching these? We could just watch Drag Race. And I was like, the whole point of this
Right.
was so that I didn't have to watch 6 hours worth of content.
Right.
I could watch 40 minutes of content.
Also, they make it a pain in the ass to watch it.
Yeah, it looks like you could only get it through Paramount Plus. Like, I thought we could access it, but we couldn't.
So the way that I do it now, so I have WoW Presents Plus because I like to watch some of the international stuff, like UK versus the world, Canada, etc.
yeah.
And within that, if you were in a different country, somehow, perhaps virtually,
Through a private.
I've heard through some sort of a private networking scenario. We're not sponsored, so I'm not going to say who.
Bitch, we should be sponsored.
Everyone is. How are we? Well, maybe because we can't.
No, I don't think
Maybe
it's that
because
we
say
can't.
bad things.
No, I think we just don't try.
We say bad things, though.
I don't think that matters.
I don't think.
If Ethan Klein can still get, like, sponsors.
I don't think that. What is the word that I'm thinking of that's not the word?
Ad friendly.
No, you understand. Now, hold on. You know.
This is a word that I know.
I got to get this out of your brain, but
How many letters is it?
Oh.
I sure hope it does.
I sure hope it does. I remembered it now.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I was going to do a hangman game to try to...
Right, but I couldn't think of the word.
Right,
but now I have
right.
thought of the word. Right. You know, if Netherlands VPN over there would get it together, and they were like, yeah, we're cool with, like, you know, supporting a small podcast channel
We're
that,
a queer
you know,
cast.
says like
June we're the
and-
queer
and
cat. Why don't we
cunt
should?
and-
Yeah,
and like that.
Well, we could also just try to not say.
But I
C
can't.
word.
I can't not. I mean, I can not say that
You know what I think?
because I don't often say that.
Very. I drop it very rarely.
Right.
And I like that's right.
Right. Well, and nowadays, like, unfortunately, because of things like the recaps and Drag Race and everything, when I say it, I'm not saying it as like a bad thing. I'm saying like, oh, that's cunt. Like, like in the good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like saying like a person is a cunt, because
Well, yeah.
like that's crass. But instead,
No,
it's
no,
like
you could
it's
ju-
like
yeah.
it's like, girl, that's cunt. Like, she's giving it.
Serve it.
Yeah.
Work.
Like, that's cunt.
Yeah.
But I don't even say that very often.
If Christian Anderson can keep sponsoring their underwear ads on Drag Race, then like I'm pretty sure they're ad friendly.
Hasn't been. I think season 5 was the last season of that, though.
Do you think they pulled it because they said cunt too
I
much?
think it's because they said cunt too much.
They said we don't make underwear for that.
But anyway, if you have WoW Presents Plus, where you normally would only be able to watch the international seasons, if you were in a non-American place, then America becomes an international season. So then you can watch it.
And you could just connect and see what happens. Go to
And so it
Netflix.
lets you do that.
See what it pulls up.
So, you know, so that's how I maybe allegedly watch it. By being in a different country.
So you pay for 2 services to watch Drag Race when you could just pay one.
I pay for, you could shop at 5 or 6 services. Well, I use both
Or-
services because both of them are good for different things.
We can't.
What?
The dish is down.
Regularly scheduled maintenance. That's taking a long time.
We're going to be down for the month of February.
Down at
Bring.
bring back at work.
Hey, Jordan, where's my pay stubs? I keep my pay. Well, I keep it on Citrix.
I keep them in the microwave.
on my right monitor. God.
Oh my goodness.
So I actually watched those recaps. They were very funny. to write down.
Bro, pick me. Pick me, bro.
Who was the... God, there's so many things. Okay.
I'm ready.
So I have... So these are just like my initial thoughts, but then I'm sure as we talk, I'll like remember certain things and you can help me fill in.
Yes.
So I had to do personal research for this.
So what we are referring to are the recaps by a channel called Lee Dawson, who does like little mini recap, like bit humor retellings of the current season of Drag Race. Proceed. So if you'd like to follow along, go watch those.
I'm gonna put the time. I wouldn't put it past me.
I saw numbers. I didn't know.
Okay. So here's my first impressions. Q.
Yeah.
I wrote okay.
The
and then
only letter you need to know from here on out.
I wrote this just to be clear. This is how I felt about Q's entrance.
Cue the music.
I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Okay, yeah.
Or them a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. Is she the one that's in... There's a clip, I think it's with her and Trixie. Like at one point in another recap where she's like... And that's the Q. Or like... She makes a Q pun, I think.
No, that's Jimbo is referring to Q. So those...
From
that,
Deep Space Nine?
No. So that...
Perfection.
Those clips are coming from the Pit Stop, which is an after show where they review it, where in this case this season Trixie is the host and then they have another queen as like the other guest,
but not the ones from the show.
Right. So for that episode Jimbo was Trixie's guest and they're talking about in all of those people from episode 1, which she says I thought it was cute.
And it's Trixie's just it's it's a classic. Tsunami Muse.
Yes.
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 I wrote, "Oh, they're here," and then I wrote, "God, I hate Candy Muse." On Drag Race, she was a bitch, but she seems for real though. Like with her backstory and everything, I'm like, okay, you seem like a cool person,
right?
Ish.
Yeah.
But you're. Can I use one of the C words? She's that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she is. Like at least from the episodes that I had seen, because I watched
Candy.
that with Tyler.
Yeah.
I didn't see how it ended. I don't care.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo. I'm a nice boo.
That was never it, was it?
No.
So
her name's not Boo.
Amanda Tori Meeting, who I did not figure out until the end of Recap episode 2 that
It's not named Boo.
Is not named Boo, and I was getting very confused, and I had to pull up Drag Race on my phone,
right?
And then I went to like the Drag Wiki, and then like there's ads playing, and I couldn't figure out where they were at. So while my phone was open, I'm just getting like Lysol ads,
right?
Which was a mood. 5 out of 10 for Q. Like in just general vibe. Tsunami Muse, 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Also because like they just didn't seem that impressive. Like it didn't help with the Candy Muse relation. But also I just was like, I thought the X for Tsunami was cool. But I don't get to see that when I look at her.
Right.
Because she like it's only in the talking head part. Yeah. And I feel like if I say I prefer it when you're in the talking head is like a really big insult.
I want whatever.
I think you do really well in those talking parts when you look like you.
That's how I feel about Morphine though. I want whatever sweatshirt, color blocked pastel sweatshirt Tsunami is wearing in her talking heads. I want it. And I don't know where she got it, and I want it so bad.
Add her on Twitter. You're big enough.
There's only so many ways I can Google color block pastel sweater.
Yeah, you could Google it once.
I can only get hurt so many times, you know?
You could just Google what sweater is Tsunami wearing in her talking head. Did. Well, now time has passed. People could have Googled it.
Nobody answered. But yeah, I want it really bad because it looks cool.
If she's on Twitter, I could try to find out. You want me to ask her on Twitter?
Just come out of nowhere. Just be like, Tsunami,
where'd you get that sweater?
Where'd you get that sweater, though?
Yeah, asking for a friend.
Ask for a friend. So you find out Candy sewed it.
Fucking hate her. Okay. So for Boo. Oh, sorry. A mandatory meeting. And again, I
She's
didn't
the
even.
CEO of SEX.
Oh, okay. So that's a lot different than what I had written down.
I
wrote down the nerve of quote unquote good drag with the bib ass looking breastplate.
I love when she says that when they're like, what kind of drag do you do? She says, good drag.
I'm like,
With her wrinkled breastplate.
I'm like, bitch.
I love it.
I didn't give her. Oh, I gave Boo a 4 out of 10 reading. They are Boo.
They're Boo, yeah.
Well, because like Boo, that's where it's.
Right.
I had to add it in.
But it's
the
Boo.
meeting. I do like that meeting is MEAT.
Yeah.
But that's just because of my, fanciness for me. Morphine Love Dion.
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think that her look was great.
Her interest as a complete copy of Nisha Lopez's, but I don't think she meant to do that on purpose.
I loved her. I loved her in Russian Dolls.
Elimination Lopez.
Yeah. She was a great. I loved
Natasha
her as the main
Bedingfield.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Touch every time I see the sky. Yeah. Ooh, I already am seeing like shit where I gotta change. So Morphine Love Dion, she just seems cool. Like she just seems like she put some good effort in. I think it was like a really good look. Like,
Great
really
makeup.
strong, great makeup.
Fantastic makeup.
Otherwise, she's there.
Yep. Part of it.
I do think that she looks great in her like talking head.
Her I'm the meanest manager in Sephora talking head look.
Yeah, she's wearing a necklace on like a turtleneck or something. Now I'm like, I didn't remember it because I'm thinking of one queen in particular whose only rating is based solely off of their fit.
Okay.
So hot take, Saphira Crystal.
Yeah.
I put 6 out of 10. I was unimpressed.
Ooh.
I was unimpressed with her walking in. Ooh. I gave her above average.
This place is haunted.
Ooh. I do change because immediately as she starts going, I'm like,
Right.
oh no, Saphira Crystal is fucking great. 6 out of 10. Mirage, who does look like she fell into Claire's.
Yes.
And I'm like, you know what? Bianca, I'm glad your time's over. I think that type of cattiness is tired. Stay out of my porn ads, Bianca. I can't. Mirage though, 7 out of 10.
Right.
I think she was great. Like so far, like
I hope
very.
you trash bags are ready to lose.
What is this Claire's looking ass bitch? And she's like, I take a lot of my inspiration from
From Claire's
I'm
and
like,
hookers.
That's a great.
Not hookers, strippers.
I think that was very creative to like lead into it because they did it pretty well. Dawn.
Rise and shine.
I put Dawn. Dawn is 9 out of 10.
Really?
I love Dawn.
Oh wow.
Based solely like this is just like from the get go. Like for whatever reason they wowed me a lot. Like I'm just like okay, and I like that like the little bit that they keep playing where she's like.
I think animals should be allowed to vote. Who do you think they'd vote for? Not you. That bit is great.
Not
Dawn is great in the first episode.
Yeah, so I have not actually watched any of the show. Just to be clear, I've only seen like meme edit videos. So like, all of this is with a grain of salt, being that like I would have a very different opinion if I watched the show because like it's not like I haven't watched Drag Race before. Yeah. Look, I'm a big fan of classic Drag Race. Season 5, All Stars 2, All Stars 3. Which one was Deglatin?
Season 6, and then All Stars 3.
Oh, okay. So season 6 is fine. Season 7 is good.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7.
You've
2,
seen
and
5,
3.
6, 7, 2, 3.
So the ones that I've seen, I've really liked. Now that you put it like that. Yeah, because I was in the Sasha Velour season. Was that season 9?
That was season 9, out the gate, finish line.
Who
No
was
Time
season
to
8?
Wait. Bob the Drag Queen.
Oh.
And Naomi Smalls and Kimchi.
Oh, that was a good one.
And Derek Barry and Thorgy Thor.
Fuck, they're all good.
Yeah.
You know who I also love? There was that one clip that got me good where it's from season 2 and someone said
Then
something.
why are you talking?
Yeah, Tatiana, why are you talking? And I'm like, I love you,
Why
Tatiana.
are you talking? Then why are you talking? Why are you talking?
That part. I don't have the confidence to be a bitch, but like Drag Race is reinstilling that. You know, because it's I don't know what it is, but I'm like, okay, no, girl, now I know what's like work. I'm ready. I wrote Dawn, and then in parentheses, My Little Nightmare. Like, I think she's a nightmare, and I think she's going to be a nightmare.
Yes.
That is based solely off of the fact that, like, she's very cute.
Right.
Like, I think that her like look was great. I think that out of drag, she looks very cute. And I'm like, oh, she's a little cutie. I'm like, she ain't gonna do well because I like her. That's how that works. And I feel like she's someone that they're going to take down, or it ends up doing some stupid shit. And, like, it was a strong start for, like, a weak finish. I don't know. Page 2.
Page 2.
Of my drag notes and tattoos and shiny hunt list. So, in the talent show portions,
Yes.
Saphira Crystal does the opera part.
Yes.
Top tier.
Yes.
Same with the boob dribble.
Mm-hmm.
Top tier. So many people.
So many of you have written to us.
Who did the burger?
That would be Plain Jane.
I hope she goes home.
There's a lot of people who wish that, and I might be one of them.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the other half. That's just episode 1.
Right. Plain Jane's episode 2.
Oh, so I'm getting ahead. Otherwise, I wrote the people are always talking. But
What happens?
the talk isn't cheap.
And it is
What it is.
Well, what I mean by that is,
We could play that. if we can get if it's just the clip.
I don't know where it is.
I'm pretty sure you could just Google that. I'll find it. I'll find it so you don't have to worry.
Okay.
You don't like touching the keyboard.
I really do.
I know. So yeah, I think overall for the first queens, Dawn ranked 9 out of 10. The only mistake I made is putting Saphira Crystal at 6. I would bump her back up to about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And I'd probably put her at 8, and I'd put Dawn down to 8 if I had to readjust.
Okay.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Plasma. What do you think I gave her?
Why give blood when you could sell plasma? That line, everything Plasma says haunts me, and I'm never going to be free. I think you gave her a 2.
I gave her a 3.
Okay.
I wrote tired / vaudeville again, because like I'm tired. Like I don't know what it is, but it's almost
You
like
hate musical theater gays, and you can say that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just hate musical theater gays.
High energy Broadway reject gays. And you're allowed to be tired of them. It's okay.
I am tired of them because it feels like
It's a lot of energy to
well,
try
and
to
they go,
cope
you don't
with.
understand. Vaudeville takes a lot of work, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I
Just
res-
say that you can't throw it back. It's okay, bitch.
I respect
You're a
the
pillow princess, and that's fine.
I respect the hustle and I respect the energy, but it can be very tiring to watch.
Well, it's also because, like, if you do it really well, you just did vaudeville really well. Like, the whole point is to also be, you're using it as a medium to be really funny, and I did not feel very funnied. I felt very tired. I then wrote, she looks like she'd report me for going over the meter because I got the last cronut. And then when we were in the middle of setting everything up, I said that she out of drag kind of looks like you and Kurt from Glee combined together, and I hate you. But because I like both of those people separately.
Right. That hurts my soul.
It's okay that I talked about you in a third person.
Right.
I could have done second person.
Right.
Did I sneak into second? How do you do second person?
You say you,
Wait, really?
which is what you did.
Wait, is that really?
You said I hate you.
Oh, yeah. I hate. Well, no, and like I hate you. Well, and I hate you. That was the thing. Is like this person is a combined. They're like a combined, and that's why I hate. And I would hate you if that were the case.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like every time, they seem like Do you just ever get really mad when you see someone in a talking head?
Yes.
That's how I felt about Milk, actually.
Gag, deep.
Yeah,
gag.
but like for whatever, but for Plasma,
Hershey came in first, though.
I just. Oh, we'll get to the reason why Hershey was not mentioned yet. And Hershey's score rating. I don't. It just is like there's a little bit of that like punchable face. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like there's just something that just annoys the crap out of me. But there's nothing they've done wrong.
It's the pick me of it. It's the I can do so much and I have to show everyone right now.
Okay, that's what.
Step away from the mirror. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's very.
Okay. So without having watched the show, that's exactly it. That's
Yeah.
exactly it. Okay, 3 out of 10 plasma.
Yeah, but I do think of.
Oh.
Is it not plugged in? Oh, that's probably why.
Oh, are we gonna?
That's why it's been okay. That's why. I bet because
That's
it
why-
wasn't getting enough power.
Was it just a little bit wiggled out?
Yeah.
I hate when he pulls out a little and you leak.
Release the wiggle.
I don't know. I was trying to think of the Wiggles, and all I could think of is Jordan.
Free the wiggles. Free them. They're in a prison somewhere.
Deep in the core of the earth,
For our safety, though.
there's 4 men in shirts, and they wiggle.
And they wiggle.
Wiggle. Yo, what about my boy Blippi, though?
But, okay, so.
Plug.
Yes. So, I have been, in the area of town that I've been having to be in all the time, constantly working on the thing I've been working on. There
Your
is
solo CD project.
Of course. There is a plasma selling
CDL,
blood donation thing fairly
Something
nearby.
like
And so whenever I have to drive past it, I see, like the such and such plasma. And every single time I hear in her little voice, why give blood when you could sell plasma? I'm like, God damn it.
Why would you promote something that everyone has?
I'm never going to be free of plasma. Gag, diva, gag. I'm never going to be free of her.
I hope she goes home. Geneva Carr. I wrote 5 out of 10 because I wanted to be nice.
La diva mas latina.
Otherwise, like, she seems just like a pageant queen.
Geneva vroom vroom car.
She seems like a pageant queen, and that's it. They didn't spend a lot of time in the recap, so.
Have you guys seen me on TikTok? I do my leg hair. 11 views.
I wrote Geneva Carr 5 out of 10 because I didn't want to be mean about the leg hair. Girl, like.
I love when the guy who edits those edits out the million part, whatever they're talking about, how many views they get. So like when she goes, have you seen my video? 11 million views. He cuts out the million. So she just goes, have you seen my video? 11 views.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
they do
I
the
didn't
same thing.
catch it.
They do the same thing to Maya when Maya is like, yeah, I have like, a couple of videos that are over 1 million views, but he cuts out the million. So it's, yeah, I got like, a lot of videos over a view.
That's funny.
Geneva from
You're that girl I knew you were. Alyssa Edwards, that's her name.
Alyssa's Secret.
I love her.
Yeah.
I had a crush on Alyssa Edwards for a very long time.
Work.
And then I found out she was a drag queen. And then I went, oh,
I'll have to consider
she's
these.
cute. And then I saw Talking Head, and I'm like, girl.
No chin, have an ass. can't fold a pillowcase, have an ass.
Out here looking like a Dr. Seuss character. Sam, I am. I love her.
Alyssa's going to be back on Global All-Stars.
Global All-Stars. What is this?
It's coming up. They're going to have like, it's All-Stars.
Is it
but
All-Stars
it's
of the
global,
All-Stars?
Of all the internationals. So like one from most of the franchises.
So how many
Alyssa
from
is
season 7?
None. Alyssa is the American representation.
Good for her. She deserved. You know who they also could have done?
Who?
Who's the bitch who comes out of the box?
Shangela.
Shangela.
Her daughter.
What? Girl, look how orange you look.
Girl, how look fucking orange you look.
I love Coco. That's not true. I hate Coco Montrese. If Coco Montrese showed up to my house performing that stupid wannabe vaudeville Broadway act, girl, you do Janet Jackson. Girl, you do Janet Jackson.
They didn't let her do Janet Jackson though.
Oh, that's right.
That is the tea. Is the like she was supposed to do Janet, and then the night before they were like, you can't do Janet.
Is it
We
because?
can't afford it.
Oh, because they couldn't get the licensing rights.
They couldn't afford it? So she did get fucked, but still, that's what you came up with.
What if that was just like shit they had around? That's why she's like, oh, what? Like she walked out onto the stage for the first.
And she went, "Oh, my props! I've been given props."
Now that's a drag race.
It was an improv challenge for her.
Oh my god! They
everyone
don't
else,
do enough.
everyone
improv.
else, it was a talent show. For her, it was an improv challenge.
Look, girl, I'm telling you right now. I think that if there was more improv challenges, I would have a chance on Drag Race.
There needs to be more improv challenges and less fucking scripted challenges because the scripted shit isn't funny. I'm like, let them write stuff. Let them come up with stuff.
And even where it's like, okay, girls, we gotta like come up with a script, and like it's so stressful. Like that's part of the challenge. I'm like, okay, but I get tired of seeing that episode every season because it stresses me out. Because like, how hard is it to do something when you're trying to do something versus like, fuck it, no, we're just gonna go out and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna bounce off of each other and have fun. You don't have to script that. Yeah. You have a couple of bits. Like I don't know. I could do scripted, but like it's boring. Yeah. I want to go off.
Yeah. You want to see me go off?
I have fat thingy.
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay. Next was Plain Jane. Mm-hmm. I put 6 out of 10.
Yep. She
seemed fine.
She's the authentically Russian hooker from Boston.
Which was a
self-proclaimed.
First of all, bitch. Is it comfy there on Katya's coattails?
Don't worry. Her talent show was ripped off from Jimbo, so she enjoys riding coattails.
Oh, work! I can't wait.
Switches it up.
I can't wait till the H Bomber guy video about her drag. That was a plagiarism read. She seems fine.
Yeah.
Like from what you're telling me, there's some tea of sorts.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people just like to point out that they're like, okay, well, like your characterization seems like Katya but mean. Your talent show seems like Jimbo because you knew Jimbo won the talent show, so you went, oh, if I do what Jimbo did, I'll win, even if that's not really what I do.
Was that was she the burger?
Yeah, burger finger, big boobies.
On all levels, but mostly physical. I was revolted. I do like S tier performance,
right?
And I never want to see it again. S is for sickening because it made me sick. I hate. You know how I feel about ketchup.
I got to give her points for like, listen, she is the perfect example of you play to your audience. RuPaul's the judge and RuPaul finds that shit funny.
Hot lettuce.
Yeah. So like, I give her all the points for that. She's playing the game.
Sometimes when the cards are down, Daddy loves sports.
Daddy loves sports. And you know what's the scariest thing? A ghoul. A ghoul. Maya, I'm on the page.
So Megami.
Oh, Megami was next.
What?
Megami was next, yeah.
Megami?
Yeah, Megami.
Oh, is that her name?
Yeah. Like Shin Megami Tensei. That's what she got it from.
Bitch.
She likes video games and cosplay and that kind of thing.
So I thought it was Megami. Because like I've been watching too much. Like, damn it! Yes. It out animated me, or they out animated me. I don't care about them at all. 8 out of 10. They have a RuneScape hat.
I love Megami, but it's also like, girl, are you even there?
Do I look? Do I look? Me at Denny's when I didn't have my pen and paper. Do I look like I'm here? I don't want any chicken fingers.
Look?
I'm gonna cry in the bathroom between bingo games. Steve, okay? No. I'm fine. Shin Megami. Okay, so Megami makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Mia Iman LePage. Maya. Oh, sorry. I was like, don't mispronounce it. And I fucking did. Maya Iman LePage.
Yes.
5 out of 10. Which is just neutral. That was my baseline. Honestly, I couldn't even... I had to like get their name from the wiki and then go back and scrub through the video a couple times, and I had to do it on my TV so I could only back up 10 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of waiting.
It is a very interesting spelling of a name.
Maya Iman LePage. Like Iman LePage.
She's got views. She got videos.
She's on the page.
Over a view.
That's who she is. She's the one TikToker.
Queen of Flips.
Queen Flips. Oh, girl. I put Nymphia Wind at a 7.
Yeah.
But honestly, she pretty.
Yeah.
She's so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh my God, her banana look,
Mm-hmm.
and not the fake one, and not the one she did the first time.
The
but like,
talent show banana look. Oh,
talent
don't
show-
worry. There's lots of banana looks as the season goes on.
You know what though? Work.
They haven't yelled at her yet, so why should she change?
If that's her thing. Not many people. You should really expand your repertoire of references.
Aja, justice for Aja, and indeed it was.
I love
justice,
Aja too.
justice for Aja.
When she's also like,
You know that is Aja, right? The indeed it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and indeed it was. Well, I didn't
And
know
indeed
that's
it
who it
was.
was. I guess I didn't recognize that in the moment.
Yes,
but
that-
like,
yeah, that's Aja saying.
I
that.
believe. Yeah, like I know it's not any of these bitches.
Yeah, no. That's from Maddie Morphous's show.
Got it. I love Asha. She's great. I love her little tattoo sleeve. She's so fun. Like she helped me know. Like of all the drag songs, the only drag song that is actually on my playlist. There's 2. There's
Clat.
no. There's the I think there's 3. The Bring It to the Runway.
Right.
Work with Slay Coulee.
Right. Look at the edges I snatched today.
Yeah. What's the one with like the Roxy's in it?
Reggie
Rochu. I think that's on there. And then the last one is Finisher
Oh yeah,
that she
yeah.
had put out, and it's like all of her like costumes from All Stars 3. Really good. Like I dig it. Like she does good shit. I haven't listened to any more of her music because, to be blunt, I put it on the playlist and then I just play the playlist so I don't interact with wherever I got it from. And it was at the time of drag, but I hope she does well. Yeah, no, Nymphia Wind. Yeah, she's just pretty.
Yeah.
So, last but not least, an honorable mention to Hershey Liqueur Jete, who I got and found out they were in the show from the wiki. And I honestly could not point them out of a lineup. I could eliminate all of the other queens, and I don't know if I could, like, I don't know who Hershey is. I've never seen her.
Whiplash. That was her song. Okay.
I wrote for the score. I wrote who,
Yeah.
but that was mostly because I hadn't seen nothing. So yeah, overall, I think that like it's fun.
Yeah.
Like I forgot how much fun Drag Race is to watch. I will admit.
This is a great season. Like, it's a great season to get back on the horse on. Because, like, season 15, didn't love it. Season 14, didn't love it.
Season 15 was the one that had that was like the one that had the TikTokers, right? Tiny and Tina.
15, yeah. Sugar and Spice.
Yeah, Tiny Tina from
Yeah,
Borderlands.
Tiny Tina.
Tiny and Tina.
I mean, they
I'm
acted
Tiny
like her.
and I'm Tina.
And I'm Doonies.
Knees Duts. The payoff.
Yeah, I haven't really liked seasons 13, 14, or 15, but 12 was great. And now 16 is wonderful. And I'm enjoying it very much.
Wonderful.
Wonderful!
Okay. If I had to guess who's going to win,
Okay.
I would put money on. I wouldn't put any money on. That would be irresponsible. Plasma takes it home.
Okay.
And by takes it home, I mean she takes her shit home when she gets sent home.
Right.
Has she already gone home?
No. Would you like to know another fact about Plasma?
I would.
She's won 2 challenges.
Cunt.
She's a front runner. There's only one other queen with 2 challenge wins.
It's my new favorite movie, Cunt Runner 2047. It's okay. We don't mean it like that.
We don't mean it
Except
like that.
when I said it very
Except when you
explicitly.
meant it like that.
Hey, advertise. NordVPN. Ignore that last bit.
Netherlands VPN.
Sorry, Norwegian VPN.
That part, they haven't subscribed yet.
Norwegian. Velti? No, it's Svelte.
All right.
Yeah.
I've been feeling pretty svelte lately.
What else about? Oh, she won 2 challenges.
She's won 2 challenges. Yeah.
Well, so I know that Hershey went home first.
She did. It's chocolate.
It's that whole thing of you explaining the chocolate bit, like I was so mad you kept talking.
Before this, I had tried to explain the season 14 twist of the chocolate bar to hit.
If you know, you know.
And it was it
was good.
Yeah.
I understood it for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, it's plastic.
It's plastic.
It's plastic.
It is plastic.
And she's so real for that. I'd break an NDA for some plastic. Has Q gone home?
No. I wish. I guess I shouldn't say
I would like to reiterate what I had first said. So has Q gone home?
No.
Okay.
That's very much how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Which this is not like a negative face.
Right. It's just. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
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 Tsunami Muse, she's still got to be there.
She is still there.
Of course, she's daughter of Candy. She's not going home. What about Boo? No, a mandatory meeting had didn't she just go home?
Quite recently.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Based on the date of when the recaps get uploaded, I'm doing some trigonometry up here. Bye, Boo thing. Again, the nerve of good drag with the bib-ass looking breastplate. Who wore it better? Saphira Crystal fucking dribbling her titties off the floor, or how Boo walked in?
There were a lot of breastplate problems in that first episode.
Girl, that's why I don't get the breastplate.
T.
I wear
Cutlets.
assless cutlets. You know, anything could be assless.
Yeah.
This is an assless whiteboard. Mm-hmm. You understand.
I understand.
The assignment. Morphine Love Dion. She's there.
She is still there.
She's still there. Check. Saphira Crystal still there. There's no way she's gone home. Did she go home?
No, she's still there.
Okay. Why did you laugh?
Just because it's funny. That's why I tend to laugh.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I've said that before. Like, unironically, like, you're like, because it was funny. And I'm like, right.
Right.
Very
Right.
suspicious of why it was funny. Like, I don't know. I just, is Mirage still there?
No.
I feel like she went home.
My queen went home.
Yeah.
I love Mirage.
Dawn is still there.
Rise and shine. Yes, Dawn's still
I
there.
don't know what that bit's from, but good. All right. Plasma still there. Boo. Plasma.
But why? Boo. When you could sell plasma. Gag, Diva, gag. The little one. She's already starting to bug.
I put a gag over you. I'm going to say that Geneva Cars is still there for the sole fact that I know, like, I don't care.
Geneva Vroom Vroom car. She's got 11 views.
Vroom, vroom.
Geneva Vroom Vroom car. She is gone.
Oh, good.
She vroom vroomed out.
Yeah, I should. That's what I should have
She
said.
lasted a long time, though. She had a win.
Ooh, good for her. Plain Jane's here.
Plain Jane. Patch Matthews is here.
Plain Jane is here.
Plain Jane
Much
is
to
here.
everyone's chagrin.
Plain Jane is here.
Shin Megami.
Megami.
Yeah, Megami. Okay. Megami with the RuneScape hat. Are they still in?
Megami just went home.
Good. Are they coming back?
I wish they would. I feel so bad for Megami. I feel like she got shit on. And I
Tell
really
me
liked her.
about Megami.
So Megami is funny, but in like a low key kind of way. Like
Who would be a friend equivalent? Would it be Matthew from work?
I was gonna say Robbie wasn't funny enough,
Robbie.
but it's kind of that energy.
D or B?
B.
Ah.
But sort of
Like
that
if
like
Robbie was gay?
just sort of that like just in the background, but then sometimes it's like you really just said that. That was good.
Hey, but everyone, look what Robbie said.
Look what Robbie just said,
Look
and
what
then
Megami
and then
said.
just sort of disappears.
Megami.
Megami. Shin Megami.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Maya Iman LePage.
She is still there.
Like hair and all? No, that's the other
No,
one.
that was Geneva from Car.
Well, she could from get repoed. Okay, so she's still here. Good.
Yeah.
Nymphia Wind. She hasn't gone home yet.
She's still there.
Of course, she wouldn't give it the slip. Like, her look was too good in the talent show that she doesn't get to go home till the second half of the season.
But she didn't get to be in the top in the talent show because of Miss Plain Jane, which was smart.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So in the first 2 episodes, the queens rated each other.
Mm-hmm.
So in the first episode, they all did it fairly.
Well, they just did it how it was explained to them. It's like, you know, how would you rank the queens?
Right. And so then in episode 2, in Plain Jane's group, everybody else did it more or less fairly, and then Plain Jane literally did it backwards of what she thought. So she made Plasma number 1 and Nymphia number 6.
That's right.
And so then, because of the averages and everything, Plain and Geneva were in the top.
That's
and then Plain actually won.
Bitch.
Yeah. And so Nymphia didn't get to be.
Are they actually doing it for $5, or is it
No,
supposed to be 5,000?
It's 5,000.
Okay, because I was like, I didn't think that was a joke, like as part of the edits, because I'm like, that would be really funny. Where it's like, sorry girls, this has been going on for 16 seasons now.
So you get $5.
$5 if you win. Oh wow, okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's a life-changing amount of. Get me out of a couple of jams.
Couple of jams.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it so far.
Yeah.
Also, I will say that I felt like I didn't know anything about drag, like starting to rewatch these, because it's like been so long since we watched them.
You still knew Andrew Christian Underwear.
Yeah, well, and that's just it. Is I'm like, oh no, this drag that I do know, I know very weird shit about,
Right.
like obscure. I swear to God,
Yeah.
Alyssa should have won with her camera dress.
I agree. I think it was a great reveal, and I love Alaska, but hers was so much less of a reveal. She was a gigantic trash bag that then opened up, and that's not a reveal, and Alyssa's actually was, and I think it was really cool.
I have a hot take.
I'm ready for the hot take.
I
You don't?
think
Yeah.
Alaska Thunderfuck is a fucking pick me. She's a teacher's pet. She can
That
do no wrong.
absolutely.
Like, she's a pick me who is not your, like, she's not a canine dog lover kind of like pick me, but she is that, like, you know, she's the hottest bitch in class. Like, you're telling me that she didn't walk around All Stars 2 like she read the script? Are you gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong? In All Stars 2,
All-Stars 2.
there is a picture from Snapchat somewhere in the archives.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't think I could find it. I'd have to log onto my old email. We have
Right.
it somewhere.
Yeah.
But in the cosmos of me on a fucking peach ring edible at my dad's house, and I took 20 minutes to type out like, Katya should have won All Stars 2, and that they took it. They took it from her because like she's too weird, and like I think that she's done a lot better than Alaska has, because I don't see Alaska except for meme edits.
Oh?
I'm sorry. When was the last time she came to my town?
I mean,
Not that I cared.
She owns a whole, like, thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Own it over there, away from me.
Moguls of media.
She is cool though.
She is cool.
Like, I like her when I'm on her team.
Yeah.
When I like her, I love her. But right now, no.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything I like.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, she's just kind of like whiny. Like, she's so like she pulls it off, but she's just so.
The vocal fry.
That's what it is. I think that it makes my brain.
And the general, like, disinterest.
It's so cool and aloof.
Yeah.
You know who could do no wrong? You can do no wrong. I love you, Foxy Roxy Andrews. I should have left you at that bus stop before I picked you up. Girl, damn.
Yeah.
And that race has been dragged.
Yeah, right.
Period.
Wait, is the right not from Drag Race?
Is from a root cap?
No. Is that not Mama Roo?
Yeah, right. Right.
Have you ever been... girls, have you ever been to a Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? Oh, no, Mama. Right. Walks away. I feel if you were at a workstation...
If I was at a workstation.
And Mama Roo came up to you...
Right.
Do you think you would be having a fun conversation or a stressful conversation?
Stressful.
Why?
Because I feel like she'd
Is
be
it
like,
because she has no hair?
she's so tall, and the no hair and the big glasses and the looking, and then asking the questions that there's no correct answer to.
I don't want to say that RuPaul eats people.
RuPaul
But-
looks like a praying mantis of a human.
Yes, like RuPaul looks like she's actually like analyzing whether she could swallow you whole and digest you.
Right.
I feel like RuPaul is, you know, the little light on an anglerfish. Michelle Visage is backstage as the angler or as the fish, and Ru is. And then I also just want to throw in Ross Matthews.
Right. The hilarious Ross Matthews.
He's just like at his seat.
He's the male anglerfish. That
No,
attaches to
he's
an
real.
Anglerfish and then just like
That's Carson
ceases
Kressley.
to exist. Oh yeah.
Who's
That dissolves.
Santino Rice, baby?
He shakes the dice.
Classic.
Classic, yes.
Anything from season 5 or
Or
not-
season 6 or 7 or All Stars 2 or All Stars 3.
or 8.
You didn't watch 8.
No, I think I did.
You
I did not.
You don't remember
I
it.
started it. I think I've seen clips, but
Right. You watched a lot more of 9 than
Who
8.
had? Who was her friend? Who was Katya's friend? She talked like this. It's not Tammy. Her name's not Tammy Ray Childers. I know that's not true.
Ginger Minge.
Ginger Minge. Whatever happened to her?
She came back on All Star 6.
Did she win?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
She got to the finals though.
Good.
Yeah.
All-Star 6.
Yeah.
Have they changed the rules so that Dayla can't send herself home? Also, has Dayla been in anything since then, or has Rue prevented her from doing so?
She has never come back to Drag Race.
Mode. I still can't with her. That was top tier.
Power move.
That's the second. That's one of 2 items of drag merch that I actually own, and one was gifted.
Yeah.
That was the only one that I purchased because, like, bitch, she did send her home.
She did that.
She sent herself home.
She did that.
She was a pigment. Well, she's a Brendan.
Yeah, but she's actually like really good.
Yeah, no, the Brendan I like. Not the one who cried in their bathroom. Yeah. Granted, I was also annoying and still banned from his house. So, and now that I think about it, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have just repeated everything he said for an hour because I thought it was funny. But does part of you feel good knowing that in the past I hung out with him for I stayed the night at his house, and all I did for about an hour was just repeat everything he said because he kept getting mad?
I mean, that tracks.
And he deserves to be mad from me. Like,
Stay mad, uglies.
I remember that question he got wrong in AP Chem.
T.
When you don't have high achievements, you rest your laurels on what you can.
We fry the small fish here.
I don't have a big air fryer. It's the only fish we can fry.
Fish we can fry. You see how big fish get?
I love big fish.
There's big fish out there.
Oh,
You ever actually seen how big a swordfish is? Very big. Crazy.
I was just talking to my friend. I was like, Marlon, look how fucking big this bad boy is.
You ever seen how big a shark is? Whew. It's big.
You ever seen a minnow? I was so excited recently on one of my YouTube adventures. I believe it was Swell Entertainment was talking about it, though I could be wrong. Or no, it was Grayson Projects on YouTube. I love her content. She did a video on that fish tournament.
Okay.
Do you remember? I think I talked about it on the podcast. There was a fish tournament. It was like this big fucking thing.
Like I cheated?
Yeah, they were stuffing balls in the fish, and it like was like apparently like the biggest fucking like
Right.
upset. Like they absolutely cheated. Like, how is your fish physically so much smaller than everyone else's, but it
But the
weighs so
heaviest.
yeah. And I just am like, they got balls in the fish. They got weights in the fish. We got balls in the fish. Got balls in this fish. I got balls in this fish.
So, I
With rapt attention.
have something to say.
Okay.
And it's not that interesting, but I'm going to say
Are
it.
you breaking up with me?
It's
It's not that
sweaty.
It's not that interesting. I'm breaking up with you.
Not that
Goodbye.
interesting, but I'm breaking up with you publicly. I just want your reaction on live.
This is sick fish.
So I love Lord of the Rings.
I just being honest.
If someone asks you like, "Do you like Lord of the Rings?"
I
I'd
have
be like,
Lord of the Rings Monopoly.
"Yes, of course I love Lord of the Rings." And like, if someone says like, "Do you like Star Wars?" I say, "Yeah, I like Star Wars." And they say like, "Do you want to watch Star Wars?" I go, "No." But if someone's like, "Do you like Lord of the Rings?" I say, "Yes." They say, "Do you want to watch them?" I say, "I'd rather watch the special features." But yeah, let's watch Lord of the Rings. I like Lord of the Rings, and I'll watch Lord of the Rings. I realized
Ring.
Lord of my rings.
Do you want me to?
Nope. So I decided that I was like
that I was like,
gonna watch
Okay.
The Two Towers and Return of the King. Because whenever I'm like, I'm gonna watch Lord of the Rings, all I ever watch are the special features or
Never
the first
forget.
one. Right?
I was like, whoa, I don't know if you could say that movie title.
It came out after. It did.
Out of the rubble we rise. Okay,
My God.
that was terrible.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch The Two Towers.
That one's fine. I don't remember it.
Right.
Yeah.
And in the past I had said that was my favorite one. Turns out
Elrond was not a Dilf.
that's not true, Ellen. You were invited. I watched The Two Towers and I was like, this one's
At work. Knees Duts.
if you can see the okay with the face.
Oh,
the
yeah.
remnants
Do you
of
want
it.
Do you want me to do a?
Yeah. It was good,
It's you.
but it wasn't amazing. It was just okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, yeah.
Like it didn't for whatever. Like, do you
There
feel
were-
like you didn't like it as much as you did in the past?
There were great parts of it, but I realized I'm like, I don't like some of these characters, and I don't like some of these scenes, and I don't like some of these places.
and I don't like some of these faces.
You understand?
You know that Wilhelm needs to shut up.
Oh my God, that is such a good point. Listen, I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to be a hating ass bitch on this here podcast.
But Alaska Thunderfuck is a stupid bitch.
I hate the Wilhelm scream. I fucking hate it. I hate when they put it in things. I think it's so like cringy and bad.
I don't think it's a funny reference.
Actually, I don't even think it's cringy because like embrace the cringe. Cringe is great. I don't think it's cringy. I just think it like takes me so immediately out of the moment. I'm like, why did you do that? I'm like, I hate that. Why would you do that? I'm like, this was like a cool action sequence, and you did that stupid Wilhelm scream, and now I'm just thinking about that. Now I'm annoyed because it sounds out of place.
You take me out of the scene.
It sounds wildly out of place in everything except for its original context.
Do you want to know what's really funny?
I'd love to know.
It was very recently, like within the last month, that I figured out what scream was the Wilhelm scream.
Oh.
Because even when I would watch the like Lord of the Rings, like I didn't. It wasn't until I like watched a video about it specifically, like I wouldn't have known which one was the Wilhelm scream because like I didn't care.
Yeah.
I also bored.
It bothers me.
You know what might be fun is watching Lord of the Rings on like 1.5 times speed with subtitles.
Yeah.
Maybe even 2 times speed.
Yeah. Well,
Except when we get to the Mount Doom
okay.
and or any part with Sam in it. Okay. Samwise Gamgee.
So here's where I'm at with that. That was actually where I was circling to slowly but surely.
The Eagles. That's
train.
why they couldn't.
The Eagles
They couldn't
come.
fly him. They were too busy flying up above, providing aerial support.
So I have seen all of the extended cuts of all of them before, but it had been a long time, a very, 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 very long time. And I realized that. And I realized that of the many times I've watched Lord of the Rings ever since I first watched them, I have pretty much only watched the first one. And then I run out of energy or whatever.
It's the let's fucking do the gauntlet, and then we
never get through
we get to the library on Halo 1. And we go, wait, are we gonna play all of these?
I want to do the gauntlet again. And I also want to do the 96 race gauntlet in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I want to do these things.
I
with
would like
you.
to do
I want to
them.
play these things with you.
Okay. Well,
My friend.
yes.
My son.
You're being
He's
very
a biscuit.
You're being very clear and direct. I'm
Yes.
gonna write this
and
down.
I would like to do these things.
And you said this on record.
I did. Write this down.
This is
Take a little note.
What? Something's happened today.
Something's shifted.
I shaved recently, but you can see him.
I missed it. But you understand. That'll work too.
So it's the 98 race.
96.
Oh, okay.
96 race Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Challenge.
98.6
KUPG.
KUPD. The Rock.
Rocks
Yeah, so
Arizona.
96 track challenge.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that take?
I don't know. I don't know how long a race takes.
A few minutes. If you average it out, let's just say 3 minutes. That's like a conservative estimate, I think, average-wise. Just as I have nothing other than just what feels normal.
I think
A
it would take
little-
about 4 hours.
4 or 5 hours. I mean, actually, that would be kind of like
That'd be great.
we would just start and then we would stream it or something. But then, can you actually set up to do all 96 at once?
That's what sucks is you can't.
So you have to
do
average
cup
each
at
cup.
a time, and the cups add extra steps in between each cup. But anyway,
But that would actually, what would also be fun though is because we could make a board as well. Like if we were to do it, for example, in this room,
Right.
we could have, I would almost say a third camera. We would have us on one camera,
Right.
with a second cam of there's the board. So it's here's all the cups,
Right.
Here's all the races, and it's our place finishes, and then we could I think that'd be a fun interactive part of it that would really set it up and above. Interactive board. What was the other thing?
the Halo Gauntlet.
The Halo Gauntlet. Yes. In a true return to form, very cyclical.
Yeah.
We also do.
There's always a gauntlet.
We need to do something special for the. Should we actually start? I think we're done after episode 100. We're
Right.
done with the beta for the podcast. We had the beta.
Right.
Did they not know this was open beta?
Right.
They need to keep
It's early access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BG3 launches on
Well,
episode 101.
I mean, it's pretty typical to be in early access for 2 years, so we're right on track.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of updates and hot fixes we got to do though.
Yeah. We're finally gonna make Shield Bash work.
We're two guys being dudes.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that, and then it was the Halo Gauntlet. Would you want it to just be you and I again? You and I. Oh. Maybe. Because what could also be fun, we'll talk about that one.
We'll chit chat.
I don't know if I would want to do the Gauntlet live again.
And that's fair.
Because that took a lot of that. But I was also very new.
Right.
And there was someone who was causing a problem. That's that type of shit I remember.
Yeah.
Well,
if we did it together, turn that camera off. And if we did it together and it was live, when you were less feeling the game, which will no doubt happen at times, you could just be engaging with the chat.
yes.
And I can be dragging you through it.
Which is what was happening the first time.
Exactly.
But this time we'd be
But we'd be in person together.
part of it. Yeah.
Part of it.
Well, yeah, which I argue
Memeing and bitten off of
it would
one
be
another.
so much more fun.
Yes.
I wouldn't be upset about it. Would we do it on Legendary again?
I mean, I would be fine with that, but maybe that wouldn't be what we should do. Maybe heroic, the way the game is meant to be played, quote unquote. Allegedly, I didn't invent that
It
phrase.
may be something that
or we could do easy and speed run
I have to.
and just keep screaming speed run.
I would have to train.
Well, you didn't know what you wanted to play after Coliseum.
I'm gonna go into
It's
Master
training
Chief
day.
Collection.
You said you like battles, so I said FPS battles.
All it is battles. Constantly battles. Battle all day. And then you get a fucking tiddlywink of experience. You remember that one e-fucked video we watched with the guy who was like mustard cum and it came out like a tiny little bit at a time? You remember that one? Everyone gets fucked up on the hands one, but I remember the one we watched before that.
Hands?
Show me your fingers. Yeah.
I don't remember the mustard.
Yeah, there was one where like the guy was jerking off. He had big balls. It was something gross, but it was like coming out. It was all nasty. I think about it. Yeah, like if you squeezed
know
a
if I saw
semi-dry
that
Elmer's
one.
bottle that wasn't opened all the way,
Okay, yeah.
and you squeeze really hard and just a little bit like
dribble of wood glue.
it's like it's just kind of poop. Dude, it just
Never
just
forget.
poop. Yeah. No one likes a sad finish.
No. So Lord of the Rings.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Watched
That was good.
watched Two Towers and Return of the King again.
Uh-huh.
Certainly had not watched Return of the King since probably 2004.
Since like the last time you returned the king for the blockbuster.
That part. Hot take that's not that hot, but hot enough for me. The worst part of those movies is anything with Frodo and Sam. Not because I don't like Frodo and Sam, and like, you know, they're acting great. They're doing great. They're doing great, sweetie. I love that for them. Their part of the plot, though, is so boring and so tedious and so repetitive and so like borderline contrived. And like, it's just exhausting. And then meanwhile, it's like, oh, thank God we get to cut away to like Gimli and Legolas and Aragorn and like these gigantic, incredible fight scenes in Helm's Deep, Pelennor Fields, Oshkosh, Appleton. And meanwhile, it's like, oh, wait, but we got to jump back to Frodo and Sam climbing up the same stairs. And then Gollum's being bad and Sam's being like, I'm literally going to kill you if you don't stop lying. And Frodo's like, don't do that.
You and me for real, for real.
I mean,
I would like, I'm not trying to main character myself, but like I do feel like I would be Frodo and you would be Sam.
right.
Where you very reluctantly were like, I guess I'll come with, and I'm like, okay, cool, because you're like, I can't let her out without like
Right.
I need the child leash,
Yeah.
and like because I touch a lot of things. I like the displays, very tactile, and I feel like the problem with the Lord of the Rings as a movie, right? Like to enjoy the story, because obviously like the world of Lord of the Rings is super fucking
Very dense.
dense, very well thought out, I guess. Racist, and but
Imperfect.
Urukai.
Thank you.
And the wild whiplash between
Whiplash.
like, okay, so like we're on this journey, because the whole journey it is made so very apparent that Frodo is the main character,
Right.
that it is Frodo's story,
Yeah.
and I don't think that all of the parts with Frodo, like even when they're traveling, I don't think inherently that they are boring. If that was just like, if it was a movie just about the journey, because your expectations would be framed about like, no, this is a journey. Like, you know, It's like when you watch that fucking 127 hours where the guy's trapped in a fucking rock and you're like, well, yeah, no shit, it's going to take place in this rock because that's where the movie is. You know, it's that bottle episode kind of shit. And in a way, that journey to Mount Doom is a bottle episode, you might as well say, because the scenery looks the same. When you cut away these big battles or like shit's going off and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the ring is fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's all they could have said.
The ring is hard of it.
Frodo's fine. Like,
Yeah.
we're good. But like, I'm glad Elijah got a paycheck,
Yeah.
and I hope he got more for doing it. But like, I agree. Like, it slows down the pacing in a way that like,
The movie like comes to a screeching halt.
They
every
run
time
out of
it goes back to them.
characterization, like because they can't have them finish their arcs.
Right. Well, and that's part of it too. Is that it's like it is understandably tedious. It is supposed to feel like, oh my god, it's taking them forever to get there, and they have to keep like doubling back, and it keeps taking longer. And meanwhile, like their moods are souring because like the ring is like, you know, corrupting Frodo, and like Gollum is there, and Gollum is causing
Are they going to be able to?
Right. And it's like, so it's understandable why you kind of get the same thing over and over and over again. And it feels drawn out because it is, but it's also like, Jesus Christ, can you please just get to Mount Doom?
Or like, why couldn't they do puzzles? Like, do you remember? You remember that big cool
What
door?
is this dungeon design?
Yeah, you remember that door that the dude finds?
Right.
Gandalf shows up and says,
Say friend and enter.
he goes, "Damn, son, where'd you find this?" And then the moon door opens or some shit. Is that to the mines?
To the Mines of Moria.
Yeah, so you remember when there was a puzzle to do that, which was what's the secret to the door, and then they found it, and then they went through the door?
Yeah.
Great puzzling. I loved that. They could have, like, had them, like every time they see them, like, they don't have to be, like, enemies, but it could just be that, like, because they're, you know, two hobbits who have never left the Shire, like, they absolutely could have played on, like, I guess maybe it probably would have made them too, like, fumbling idiot, but, like... Yeah. That like, oh fuck, like there's not any enemies, but like they
solve the riddle.
Yeah, they well, or like they get stuck, or like they're going through places, and it's like there's something going on, and they're like, oh fuck, like stuff that could be resolved more or less in like a scene, or like, you know, fuck it, why don't we just have like building collapse and like fucking can Frodo lift the beam, and then Sam is on the floor of the mansion and it's all burning, and he goes, what's the point of doing all those push-ups, Frodo, if you can't even lift a damn log? I just want Frodo as Batman, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe when they cut to Frodo,
right,
you just on a second TV start any Batman movie.
Yeah.
And then pause it when it cuts away from them.
Yeah.
But make it canon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it bothers you.
Yeah.
It just slows it down. That's got to be disappointing. Is that something you picked up on more recently? I think you were saying?
Well, because like I've only rewatched the first one so many times, and in the first one, everyone's together.
The first one's tight. Well,
the adventure is like, you know, adventure is adventuring.
I love putting in DVD number 2 right after the party.
Well, my favorite thing is like truly, as much as like they are incredible films, I would rather watch the special features of any of them, even the first one. I like that behind the scenes-y aspect of it.
I don't know if I've ever watched them.
If it's hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. They call it the Appendices because that's like a like reference to like, you know, Tolkien's work.
Tryhards.
Yeah. And like it's
Percy Jackson, calm down.
Ooh. And like
wrote those movies.
It's cool and I like it. And I like that more than like the in-universe stuff. But I've also realized that about myself, that like in general across the board, I like not to be like even more boring than I already am. I like nonfiction stuff better than fiction. I'd rather watch like that kind of thing than the actual movie.
No, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Well,
that's just me.
Well, one, you don't want to accidentally steal anything.
That
as
is,
a creator,
that is genuinely part of it.
Yeah, I would argue that it's probably become more and more of a thing.
And I don't want to get invested in things. I have something to tell you.
Bitcoin?
No.
Oh.
So
come rocket.
Okay. We have 2 minutes left.
Is this on the Dog Fart Network?
I need to talk about this.
We can go late.
We're gonna have to go over a little bit.
We can cut the outro. If it starts at 1:30 on the dot, like we'll just cut back to this.
There you go.
They can't stop us.
It probably won't take long, honestly, to explain this. But so you know me.
We're almost over.
Yeah. You know me. You know I don't watch things.
Eyes are closed.
I don't watch
eyes wide shut. This guy.
Period.
Sex party? I don't think so. You brought the chips.
So a clip got recommended to me on YouTube of a show called Fleabag.
Okay.
Heard of it?
I have heard the name Fleabag, that it is a show. That's it.
Yes. Video got recommended to me. Don't really know why I clicked it, but I clicked it. And I was like, that was a really funny scene, actually. And I'm like, I think I've heard that show was funny. Maybe I should watch it. And then I was like, wait, why would I watch it? I'm like, I don't watch anything. And it was, to be clear, this was 10 p.m. It was 10 p.m. on a night in which I had been incredibly busy. And I was so exhausted. And I was like, you know what? I never do this, but I'm going to try to watch the first episode of this show. Because it is a show that is already done, has been wrapped for a long time. There are only 2 seasons. There are 6 episodes per season, so there's only 12 episodes. And each episode is like 25 minutes. So I was like, okay, I could watch all of this without it like taking over my whole life.
Yes. Like, it has a definite end. You would not have to be...
I'm not going to be sitting here waiting for it to be done, and nothing. It's not that long. Like I said, 12 episodes, but like 25 minutes an episode or so. I'm like, I could do that. That's what?
Not bad at all.
That's like 6 hours, not even. It's more like 5 hours.
You could do that in an evening.
I could do that. It's 5 hours.
Or you could do that in like a day.
Right. The problem is, I watched the first episode.
Did you then watch the finale to get a good understanding of what the show would be about?
No. So I watched the first episode at 10 p.m.
Were you on EP Card 8?
I was EP Card 8. I was about to go to sleep. I literally
on that 96 track EP challenge?
I literally was texting someone.
Oh, we're getting
I was
quiet.
like, hey.
Oh, it's after. Oh, we got to keep it down after an hour and a half.
I was texting someone because it was 10 p.m. So
Yeah.
I was texting quietly.
Oh, yeah, during quiet hours.
So we were texting.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm about to head to bed. I hope you have a good night.
Yeah, I hope you're in the bed for it.
And they responded back and they said, I'm heading to bed too. I hope you have a good night too. And I was like, great.
Oh, that's nice.
And so I was about to go upstairs and go to bed.
Yeah. You're about to go turn off all those lights and go upstairs and then go night-night.
Right.
Yeah.
But something in my broken body said, well, just try the first episode.
Was it the part that fucks up your legs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was an after effect of the zipper.
It was the spleen or whatever.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I watched the first episode.
What did you like it?
I don't know if I liked it.
How much of the show did you watch?
I watched all of it in one sitting. I stayed up till 3:30 a.m. I watched both seasons back to back. I just burned through all 12 episodes, and I stayed up for 5.5 hours watching the whole thing in one sitting. And then when it was done, you know what I said?
That was a pretty funny scene, actually.
So here's the worst part of it. I watched the whole fucking thing. I watched the whole goddamn thing, and I was like,
Did it peak? Was this the peak?
I watched the whole fucking show. I didn't know if the clip I had seen was from season 1, season 2, and I thought, foolishly, that it was emblematic of the entire series. That scene is about the most, like, slapsticky comedy-ish that the entire show gets, and it was from the second to last episode of the goddamn show. The end of the episode, no less. And I was just like...
Was the show even funny?
There were some very funny parts.
Okay.
But it is not a comedy.
I'm glad I wrote this down. This came in handy.
Yeah, but it's not a comedy.
What's the, like, is it
It's
like a drama?
It's comedy and like real, like actual, like drama. It is a comedy, but like
a black comedy kind of.
yes, very much a black comedy. And there's very serious stuff to it. And there's a twist at the end of season 1 that I was like, holy shit. Because as I was watching it, I was
like in Xenon.
The Warrior Princess?
No, that's Xenon, the space girl from
Tsunami Muse.
Yeah, Tsunami Muse.
Tsunami Muse.
Tsunami Muse. The teenage. It's not Xenon, the teenage witch. Tsunami Muse, the teenage witch.
The teenage witch.
Yeah.
Bruja, famously. Are we gonna name this episode?
I know.
From something in the last minute of this.
All cats are cats. I think about all cats are cats, and I go, we thought of that. That's not a real title.
Tsunami Muse, the teenage witch. Anyway, so yeah, so I was like, well, I'm only gonna watch the first season Once I realized I was in deep, I was like, fuck. I was like, okay, well, I'll just watch the first season and then go to bed because by then it'll be, I don't know, 1 a.m. So I watched the first season and the last episode got me so fucking hard that I was like, wait, it didn't get me hard. It got me in my feels so hard is the way to say that.
It got you. Did you cry?
It got me. I did.
Ooh.
It hit me and I was like, fuck.
Is this your first time crying to media?
No, but I don't do it often. And it fucked me up. I was like, oh, Jesus, shit. Okay, work.
You feel like you had like a calling.
Well, there was a twist at like the second to last episode of the first season that was like, holy shit. And then like the last episode, I was just like, there's
ramifications of this consequence.
There's a scene, there is a speech, if you will, that like got me, and I like cried. I was like, holy shit! And it got me so good that I was like, fuck, I gotta keep watching. I was like, I just want to see how the second season starts.
I just want to go ahead and pick the weapon. I want to see what the Dark Thirst will be on the next Hades weapon, and then let's just see what the first boon will be.
Right.
And then you have now played this roguelike for another 10 hours.
The first scene of the second season is so good at just grabbing you and not letting go that I was like, God fucking damn it. And I watched the whole fucking second season. And by the time the show was over, I was like, that was a very well written and well acted show. And I still don't know if I could say I liked it. It was a very funny scene.
Was it better with context?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Because it is completely out of context. It is so out of context. It made no sense compared to everything that happened before. For those who know...
Did you go all the way through this hoping there would at least be a payoff for this scene?
And there wasn't. It was still... Okay, so...
Like it's just like a gag?
The scene was still funny. And like within the broader spectrum, it was like, oh, okay, it is even funnier in some ways now knowing these characters and knowing that this is not like, that this is so weird that this is happening. It's not a normal thing. Like I thought this was going to be very like dark humor, but like slapsticky comedy, kind of like meme shit. And then like, that was not the case at all. For anyone who has seen it, I'm specifically referring to like Claire and the haircut. And it's...
Don't talk about media.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And it's so... It is a very well written, very well acted show. And like...
You got me curious.
I don't know if you'd like it. I think you would. I think you'd at least like parts of it.
I tend to give I'll give shit a try.
It's also nice because it is so concise.
I'm also 146 episodes into Black Clover.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do a presentation on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might actually talk about it this time.
Yeah.
He's going to be the Wizard King.
Okay.
And 146 let me tell you, all he did was shout that, and at episode 100, the payoff was worth it. Okay. Just watch 100 episodes. It gets really good. I believe
you. Yeah.
Anywho, but Fleabag, great. Well, it's actually, I would argue that it sounds like you liked it.
It is a good show. It is very well made. I really liked some parts of it. And like, in general, yes, I liked it.
You did not enjoy it. Because
I enjoyed parts of it a lot. And some parts of it were very poignant. And I was like, shit, that's good.
Yeah, TV's gotten a lot smarter, too.
Yeah. And it was good. It was well done.
Bundy, more Ted Bundy, you know?
I didn't love how it ended, but it is exactly how I thought it would end. And so there is a certain level of catharsis in that because it's like, this makes sense.
Like, it's that like, fuck. I like watching shows where like, again, I don't know anything about it, but like, where like, it's not really like a happy show, if that makes sense. Like, it'd be very funny, but it's like,
yeah, it's not a happy show.
You're the best ending you're gonna get is bittersweet, and like, you're lucky if it's bittersweet.
Yeah, it was very much of like, that makes sense that that's how it ended. That's not how, in my pipe dream, that's not how I wanted it to end, but I knew that that was a pipe dream and that it was not going to end like that.
Was there any kissing in it?
Yes.
Boys kissing?
No.
Oh, I don't want to watch it.
There was actually quite little kissing. There's lots of sex.
Did they do any finger banging? I can't even say it straight. So wait, they're fucking, but no kissing.
I mean, there is occasional kissing, but like...
That's kind of gay.
Well, it's usually kissing like not kissing. It's usually like fucking as part of a joke, because like one of the hallmarks of the show is that like she like breaks the fourth wall to talk to the camera.
She's the Fleabag, right?
Yes.
Is like I think I actually know more about Fleabag
than you do, genius.
Genius. You do in this case, but like I think I remember watching like a Super Ninja Wolf video or something where he was talking about Fleabag. Like I think I actually know the sum. I could not recall it, but I'm almost certain that I've been told the entirety of the show.
Yeah. She like breaks the fourth wall and talks directly to the camera. And so like
in conversation.
And so like usually she'll be like, not usually, but like so like there are lots of scenes that cut away like to like sex, and like as part of like the joke she's like it's not a sex scene to be sexy. It's a sex scene where she's talking directly to the camera while she's like getting like
she didn't have time. She's busy.
Well, she's usually talking like either about something else or about the sex, but like in like a funny way about it.
Like she's talking shit about how it's boring. Like she's talking to the fourth camera as if you're in her head. She's not actually doing that.
Right. It is incredibly rare for it to try to like play a scene sexy to be earnestly sexy.
Well, yeah, that's
because it's not supposed to be. It's like
sex is a tool.
Right.
By the bourgeoisie.
Right. Ever since the birds.
Replaced.
But anyway, yeah, so that's another reason why I don't watch shows, because on the rare chance that it does get me, it fucking gets me, and then I'm like, God, fuck, I'm gonna stay up till 3:30 watching all this shit, and I did.
Good for you.
No.
Bad for you. Good for you. Olivia Rodriguez would not know what to do with you.
She could go get her driver's license.
She has it.
Oh, okay.
I
don't know that song.
I don't know. I haven't looked up the records.
I don't know that song. The song "Good for You" is great.
Yeah,
but I don't actually know the driver's license song.
I
don't know if the song "Good for You" is great, but I love the version that I have on my playlist where it's "Good for You" mashed up with "Misery Business." Love that.
I only know the only part of driver's license that I have ever seen is when they sang it as part of a skit on SNL.
Oh, okay.
And so I always think of like Bowen. Going like singing about something about a driver's license and it being sad. Like there's a lot of like like
I know it's a sad song.
It hits because everyone has that moment.
Right. I know it's a sad song.
Unless you don't.
And I think she talks about like driving past his house. And I think that's all I got. I genuinely don't think I've heard that song.
Do you think this is the girlfriend of the younger brother in the Gold song?
Oh, gold teeth.
No.
Right.
Hoop-a-dabba-doo-ba-dabba-doo-ba-dabba-doo.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But your brother is a good substitute.
Yeah, the one. For you. Sorry, I was like, I'll do a vocal fry like Lord. And then I realized I couldn't do one immediately. Because then I was like, oh, wait, no. I saw her music video for the first time in a hookah lounge. Do you ever watch music videos in a hookah lounge?
No,
I did.
I've never been.
I did in the mid 2010s. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
it was boring. Hookah is boring. It
was a really funny scene actually.
But then when you turned off the TV and
the screen went black,
and you saw yourself.
Yeah.
Before the screensaver.
Right. Black mirror. Ooh. Okay.
Was that you?
Literally.
And then you said that was a really funny scene. Actually, back to okay.